So finally we have the firstborn lambs. So these are the lambs from Bella, which is really exciting. But yeah, there is also some sad news. So the other sheep with the bad feet, she also gave birth to some lambs. But yeah, sadly I wasn't here, and when I came to check on them, I found 2 dead lambs laying about in the field, so I'm not sure what happened. It was a very windy day, a bit cold, so it might just be they died from the cold. They looked pretty good, the lambs. They were beautiful little lambs. They were cleaned and they have definitely drunk the first milk. So yeah, it's a bit strange what happened. I'm not really sure. The other 2 here, the ones from Bella, are looking pretty good. Yeah, so they're two days old now, so they're strong enough. They've been drinking, feeding, they got everything they need, so that's pretty good. They are 2 males, so that's a bit, yeah, that's okay. I would prefer to having more females, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. It's a bit sad to lose young lambs, but that's also the reality of farming. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Sadly enough, I lost a few lambs from only a few sheep, so there's 1 more sheep pregnant, so from the 3 milk sheep. So Bella gave birth, the one with the bad feet gave birth, and now Nipples is still pregnant, so I'm hoping she will give 2 females, we will see. But yeah, they're really cute, look at them. I need to start milking this sheep now. She lost her lambs, but yeah, she's giving milk, so I'm gonna move her this week. I'm gonna move her back home. So we're doing another training session here with my mule Idna. We're trying to train her to pull a cart and to do some farming work. It's a long process, but yeah, from now we're trying to do three trainings a week, so 3 days in a row, and then she gets a break for 4 days. We've been doing that for the last few weeks, and yeah, I must say the progress that we made has been really good. It's going in the good direction. I'm really excited about it, but still it's gonna take lots of time getting her used to different stuff, like dragging things behind her back and everything. So yeah, we still need to desensitize her, like here showing the stuff what she's gonna be pulling. You can see that she's a bit afraid of it, but she's doing pretty well. There's no big panics or anything like that. So yeah, really exciting. She's always been a bit afraid of ropes, so every time we introduce like a new rope, she always has a little panic about it. But yeah, like you can see here, little panic, but she's dealing with it, so that's really good. Oui, Krawacki.
You're gonna stand. Decide what you want to do.
And a mule stays a mule. After a while, she just gets stubborn, and it's really difficult to get her feet moving. But yeah, it's just a part of the animal, and yeah, just you need to keep calm and just do what you do. Let her do the thing you want her to do, and then stop on a good note.
Your milk doesn't like white.
White.
It seems like it.
Mm.
Because we didn't do these ropes. Now we bend them. Come. Come. Good evening. Good. Come. 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 Good evening. Good. Come. Come. Up. Come. Good evening. Good. So you're grabbing a stick. A big stick.
I'm a bit down on my luck with the sheep. Yeah, it's a bit rough this last period. So after losing some lambs, and yeah, so basically I have 2 sheep that already gave birth from the 3 female sheep, and the 2 lambs are doing pretty good. They're looking all fine. So that one lost her lambs. She's doing pretty good with her lambs, and I'm assuming this one is still pregnant. But yesterday evening, when I came over to check on her on the sheep, I noticed that one side of her udder was swollen. So I grabbed her and checked her, and one side of her udder is like really hard. So yeah, that's trouble, you know. That probably means that she has mastitis, and mastitis is like an infection in the udder. And yeah, that gonna go pretty fast, pretty bad. So I called the vet. Yes, or Vera called the vet for me yesterday. Yesterday evening, he's not able to come yesterday, so he told us that he will try and come today. So yeah, hopefully I saw it on time and something can still be done about it, because yeah, it can be fatal. So, and she's still pregnant, so yeah, it would be a painful loss. So yeah, haven't really had any luck this year with the sheep, really. Yeah, it was a bit of risk, you know, taking older sheep. You know that there's a reason why the farmer is doing those sheep away. So yeah, I was just hoping to get some new life, you know, like little lambs. But so far, I have these 2, but they're both male, and I was hoping to have at least a few females. So my last hope is with nipples, and now she has that infection, so that also doesn't really look good for those lambs. But yeah, yeah, just have to deal with it. Just no luck. I just moved the sheep into a new area over here. And yeah, the vet called. He's coming over around 1 o'clock, so that's good. So it's this first sheep here that has the problem with the other. She seems alright. She's eating, she's drinking, she runs around, so I guess I don't have to worry too much. I just hope it doesn't affect the lambs that are still inside her too much, because this will involve some injections with some medicines. So I don't know. We will see. We will ask the vet, and yeah, hopefully everything will be alright. These little 2 guys are doing pretty well as also. Come here, please. So the vet came the other day, and it is what I thought it was. It is mastitis. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. So he told me to give 2 injections every day with antibiotics and anti-inflammatory. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I moved the sheep yesterday back home. Yeah, because it was just getting annoying having to drive all the time up to them, and especially now with everything that's going on with them. Yeah, it was just the best way. I should have done it earlier, actually. Maybe I was a bit earlier on spotting the mastitis, and maybe, yeah, a lot of maybes, so it doesn't really matter, but they're back home now, and yeah, it just makes things a lot easier to take care of them. I'm gonna try to catch nipples. She knows already the injections, so she keeps running away whenever I'm coming close. Yeah, so I'm gonna set up the camera, try to film it, but I can't promise that I will catch it. So I got her. She gave me a little bit of a workout. So the injections are done. Um, Now I need to squeeze out all the gunk in her nipple. It's really hard. There's not much coming out. So she gave me a bit of a workout there. I need some metal, how you call them, like metal fencing, that I can lock them in easier altogether, and then if something's wrong with one, it's much easier to pick them out, because now I always have to chase them, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, so the other is like really hard and thick. There's a lot of gunk in there as well, so I need to try and milk a lot of it out, but there's not much coming loose. So it's 2 days ago since the vet came, and we started, it's now the third injection with antibiotics, and yeah, at the moment I'm not seeing any difference. It's not getting worse, but it's not getting better, so I don't know. We have to see and wait. It's a bit, yeah, also the question how it will turn out with her lambs. Because if I'm now giving a lot of antibiotics, it won't be good for the milk for the lambs if they get born soon. We will see. Yeah, just let's hope for the best. Really, just annoying. It's a big expense again. The vet. I had to go to the vet also for the dogs and now for the sheep. I had like quite a big vet bill this month, which sucks a bit. But yeah, if you keep animals, that's how it is. There's always trouble. Yeah, just get on with it. Just gave them this little paddock here for the first day they were here, and I'm gonna open up a bit more paddock for them, so yeah, they can have more space. There's no horses here at the moment, so a lot of things need to get eaten before it starts getting dry again, so we're giving them a bit more space than usual.
like he's gonna be promising this.
Huh?
He looks like he's gonna be promising.
Well, yeah.
This is the pit. She doesn't like it like underneath the belly for some reason.
Yeah.
Remove.
I'm just on my way back now home. I'm coming from Vera from a training with Idna with my mule, and yeah, it went absolutely completely wrong today. So at first everything went really smooth, really perfect. We were taking a walk around the block here, quite a big walk. And I was leading her from the back with the 2 ropes like you would do on a trailer, and at first Vera was also holding her in front with the 3rd rope, but not without doing anything, just in case something happens. But everything went so well and she was responding so good that we decided to take off the 3rd rope, and everything kept going good. We did like a whole block around, you know, around there, all the way around, up, all the way back here actually. And just here up the road, we were almost there. This is the road up to Vera and Kevin, and that's just like 100 meters till we're there. So we just needed to make this last turn into here, and just before Vera standed by accident, she put her foot on one of the ropes that were behind me, and I was keeping Idna, and for some reason that sent Idna in a complete panic, and yeah, there was no stopping her. I got my hands slightly burned from the rope. She was pulling like crazy, her head down full speed, and yeah, instead of taking the turn this way, she went down here, down the path like crazy, keep going. But this path goes to the big main road, but our place is in between here and the big road, and we were hoping that she would take the turn towards our home, but she didn't. She just went straight on to the main road, and yeah, luckily she didn't get hurt, or nobody else got hurt, but we had to go and look for her. And yeah, she ran a few kilometers along the big road, and somehow, I don't know how, but like you have to imagine that there's 2 long ropes, like 5-6 meter long ropes, dangling after her with all the stuff attached to her, and yeah, somehow one of the ropes got stuck on a tree next to the road, and yeah, she was tangled up and like pulling like crazy onto the ropes. It was, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes later after she ran off here that we found her back, and she was still putting on so much pressure on the ropes, pulling back, trying to break everything. She got stuck, she couldn't move, but even when we got there and trying to move her forward so the ropes would release, she didn't want to. She started like panicking, and you know, yeah, so not very good. That's yeah, it's similar like what happened to me a few times back in Belgium. She also had a few of those panics, and yeah, when that happens, yeah, you're basically back to zero. So I was getting really excited about all the progress we've been making, and everything went like really good lately. Yesterday we dragged the stuff behind her. I actually didn't film this, but I went on a cart with the Vera's donkey, Bertie. So for myself to learn how to drive a cart, but Edna was actually attached to the trailer in the back. She wasn't scared of the trailer or anything like that. She did like really good the last few weeks, and now yeah, this happens, and yeah, I don't know, it's yeah, it just gets you a bit down, but you know, it's a mule, and I don't know what's triggering her that panic, because she's been stood on that same rope a few times, giving that same pressure. The rope got stuck a few times, and never there was like this big panic like she had now. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes she just get triggered and she's gone, and it's really difficult to stop her. I was trying to keep onto the rope, trying to turn her head away so she would face me, but I had to use all my power, and I still didn't manage. She just kept her head straight down and kept running full speed towards the road. So luckily nobody got hurt or anything. She isn't hurt. There's no big accident. Yeah, just, you know, we're back to zero, and yeah, we have to start all over again. But all right, we know what to do in the next weeks. So this is the tree where we found her back. The ropes were tangled up on here somehow. I think she probably jumped over here and the ropes flew into the tree. I don't know what happens. She shot herself here also. And yeah, you can see that's the big road. So she ran all this way. It's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 kilometers in full panic mode. Luckily nothing bad happened, you know. Yeah, when we arrived here, she was like pulling like crazy backwards, standing on the rope there. There was the long ropes attached. So yeah, it was a scary moment. It was a scary moment, but luckily, yeah, she's not hurt. We're not hurt. There's nobody else hurt. She will definitely have like a little trauma on it, and yeah, like I said, it means starting all over again. She broke some of the tats that's on her back. Nothing too bad, can all be fixed. So yeah, anyway, we get on with it. The sun is setting, evening is coming, everything has settled down a bit. Yeah, so keeping animals on a small scale or big scale doesn't really matter. Can be quite stressful and a lot of drama involved. Yeah, so the last few weeks were kinda rough, you know. It wears down on you a bit, you know. Those things aren't really nice to happen. If those happen, you know. We were doing really good with Idna and her trainings, and then this happens. Same with the sheep, you know, they were doing pretty good. I was all excited and happy that they were pregnant and that these beautiful lambs were coming. And then you have lambs dying and sheep getting sick, vet bills getting high and running up. Oh yeah, it's not always easy. It's challenging, but yeah, I also love what I'm doing, and I love working with animals. I love being around them. So yeah, it's all I know what to do in life, really. So just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and just hope that we get better in doing what we're doing with the animals, and yeah, that at some point I can really get Idna working with me, and you know, going about with her on a trailer and working the land and things like that, and that at some point I have a healthy flock of sheep So yeah, that's the reality of farming, you know, and of homesteading and all those things. Nothing comes easy. You have to work for it, or you have to be prepared for whatever happens, you know. And yeah, keeping your head up and keep believing in it and keep going for it. So that's all I can do for now. I mean, yeah, like I said, it wears you down a bit, you know, especially if you're losing animals. Like last week as well, the sheep, when they were still at the other place, they probably got chased by a dog or something. I suddenly got a phone call that they were that the ram on its own was escaped. But then I found out that all the sheep were escaped and they were shattered all over the place. Luckily, also then nothing really bad happened, but you know, there's so many things that can happen, and yeah, I don't know. It's hard working with animals, but at the same time, you know, I love it as well, and I'm happy that these guys are back at home. It's really lovely just to be able to wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is go and check on the sheep, milk the one sheep. Like this morning I made some cheese with the milk that I've been collecting over the last few days. So yeah, that's all exciting to be doing that as well. So there's a lot of benefits in keeping them. But yeah, there's also the sad stuff and the hard stuff that you need to deal with. Anyway, I think that's it for this week, for this video. There's not been much building lately on my cabin. I've been doing other things, a lot of stuff with the animals, the training from Idna, and yeah, luckily I also had a job for 3 days a week over the last month, so I was able to pay for the vet bills and everything, because otherwise that would have been a bit more stressful. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching and see you guys soon.